so far?
It's been solid. It's been new, taking all the first team reps and just the meetings and everything's centered around, how I think, the plays I like, and then getting the timing down at the receivers and running backs. So it's been a little different, but it's been really good.
A lot of your teammates have talked about that confidence and poise that you've had since taking over. Where does that come from?
I think, just naturally playing the position of quarterback, you have to, do your part in terms of getting everyone on the same page and moving in the right direction. And I feel like, since I've been a kid playing sports and being a competitor, that has a little bit to do with it as well. But I think just playing the position, it naturally comes from that. So haven't really done anything too much extra or out of the ordinary, just try to do my part and get everyone rolling.
You mentioned the other day that it's pretty cool that your first start would be against Tom Brady. Has that sunk into you yet? Any additional thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think it's awesome in terms of, Tom Brady coming and playing his team. But at the same time, I'm playing, the defense. I'm going to be going up against those guys rather than Tom himself. But definitely still awesome, to have Tom Brady come and play on the same field and compete against our team and stuff like that. I think it's awesome. So really excited about it.
You've gotten a lot of support from, beyond just this locker room this week. What's that been like? And I guess, a lot of text messages, a lot of calls. Are you appreciating some of it but blocking it out? How's the balance? How do you deal with it?
Yeah, I think, just a little bit of both. After the game and the day after, just taking some time to reflect and stuff and being appreciative of, everyone in my life who's, played a part in my life and has given themselves or their time and love and support towards me and my family. I'm very appreciative of that. And so being able to reflect on those kind of moments and people, I did that, the day after the game and whatnot. So, but from that moment on, yeah, I've had to, sort of shift my thoughts and time and effort into, getting ready for this game. So, if I haven't responded to you, just know I'm a little busy. So, but I appreciate everyone's love and support. So,
When you talk to
There's a lot
Jimmy,
of similarities between the way you entered that game against the Dolphins and Oklahoma State in 2018. I suppose in the moment you're not thinking of Oklahoma State 2018, but was it, I don't know if you're just doing it now, but do you see some parallels and similarities being thrust in that situation and how you were able to handle it?
Yeah, obviously the level and the competition is a little different, but in terms of the mentality of, going out and doing whatever it takes to win, for your team, I feel like that mentality was really similar. And also just trying to, get my teammates respect. I just wanted to go out there and play and show them that, that I'm worthy of playing here and I'm able to get the job done kind of mentality. And so I had that mentality when I was a freshman in college when I first stepped in against Oklahoma State, and really nothing had changed. Just the level of competition and play it was better, for the Dolphins. So, but yeah, that was my mentality, and yeah, I'm really glad we were able to win, and I was able to do what it took, to win. So.
Some people have recalled you got a touchdown run down the left sideline. You shoot your quarterback with a big pitch.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
They were like, oh, maybe that was the moment where we had something. Was that, I don't know, for you, obviously you've done some things before that, but was that kind of a moment where I can make some plays and do this at this level?
Yeah. I feel like in college, when I made that play, just seeing the excitement of my teammates and just the mojo and momentum that we had created from that, that definitely made me realize man, we can get something going here. And so the situation was a little different. At the time we were 1-3 in college. Now I'm on a really good team who has a great record and on a win streak and all that kind of stuff. So on Sunday I was just trying to go in and show that, even though Jimmy went down, that I can come in and do what Coach is asking of me, and we can still put up points on the board and win. So that's just really, how I looked at it. So.
How much interaction have you had with Jimmy this week?
I've seen him here and there. Before meetings, he's been there, so we've talked a little bit. And then obviously, I think it was Tuesday, he was in the training room, so just walked in there and we talked for a little bit and just picked his brain on, what it's going to take. And he's awesome, man, just telling me, doing this and doing that as the quarterback here. And I just, told him that I loved him and I appreciate, everything that he's done for me and stuff like that. So he's definitely been around. Guys have seen him. And, every time you see him, you smile. Like, he's a great guy, and he's just, like, the energy that he brings is awesome. So it's great having him around.
You just kind of alluded to the idea that you're stepping into a team that's winning, and not a lot of third-string quarterbacks would get that opportunity, particularly as a rookie. What has that been like in terms of you this week trying to, understand, like, hey, this is a real opportunity here to go out and win, not just prove yourself?
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of different emotions and thoughts that can cross your mind. But for me this week, it's been, just keep it simple. How can I do what coach is asking of me? How can I get the ball to the playmakers? How can we move the ball down the field? And also, how can I be myself and be the footballer that I am, So that's really just been my mindset. It hasn't been, this is it or the only opportunity. But yes, it's a great opportunity, and I'm just taking it one day at a time, one snap at a time, and we'll see what happens from there.
What best piece of advice that you've gotten, and who does it come from?
This week, this season, man. I don't know. There's been a lot of good things that people have said, both coaches and players. I think the biggest thing is seeing, like, the older guys, the veterans of the team, just come up to me and tell me, like, hey, like, we got you. And even the guys on defense, like, they're like, do your thing on offense. We're going to hold it down and do our part. And then the older guys on offense, like Christian and George and Debo, B.A., Trent, all those guys, like, they're like, man, we got you. We're not going to just throw you out there and, leave you out there by yourself. Like, they all got my back, and I think that's just been the coolest part about it. So knowing that I'm not alone in this whole thing. So.
Preston Jones told me that you shared with him that you, after practice, go out on the field and you're going through the whole script. Is it just by yourself with the camera guy?
Well, I also had Clay Kubiak, the assistant quarterback coach, out there, some of the other quarterbacks and ball guys. But, yeah, just going out there and running through the whole practice script, after. You're talking about – yes, yeah.
And so you would just let him go and watch the film and
Yes.
break it down yourself?
Yeah, so I just run all the plays that Jimmy ran at practice, but on air. So not throwing the receivers or anybody, just mentally going through it. So
Your preparation technique has been pretty solid since high school.
yes, I would say so. Yeah.
When you hear the stat that no quarterback has ever beaten Tom Brady in their first career NFL start, what do you think when you hear that? Is there any extra edge?
I don't like to overthink things or anything like that. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep it simple. Play football, go against a great defense, and try to get the ball to playmakers. So I'm not overthinking anything else. So.
You had a conference call with us, and I think all the questions had to do with you being the last pick and Mr. Irrelevant. And you go to the Mr. Irrelevant parade. Yeah. You were very polite, but I did get a sense at some point you were like, enough of this. I'm actually going to be an okay NFL player. I guess, have you always had kind of a love-hate relationship with Mr. Irrelevant? And is it true that perhaps during that conference call, you'd had enough?
Definitely. Like, I think there's always been an edge to myself. Like, people are, they make a joke out of it and whatnot, and it's all fun and games, in terms of taking the trip and meeting great people and all that kind of thing. But for myself, like, I've always believed that I don't care, like, what slot, what round, what pick, that I get picked, or if I was undrafted. My whole thing was, man, I just want to go out and prove to myself that, I can play at this level. And so that's always been my mentality. Even though I was the last pick, that's just where I happened to fall in the draft. And, I've embraced the role in terms of having fun with it when I got here with the guys and going on the trip and everything. But at the end of the day, for me, it's like, man, I got an opportunity to come and play for the 49ers and compete, make the team, and do what it takes to, push these guys in the locker room and win at all costs. So that's really where I've been with it. I don't hate the term or anything like that. The people that we went and met are great. We still talk to them. What they do, for just different organizations and raising money, they do it's for a great cause. So I'm very thankful how it all worked out.
Touchdown ball? Did you get your touchdown ball from?
Yes, I got my first touchdown ball. Yeah. I'm not sure, but Doc, one of our equipment guys, got it for me and had it sit in my locker the next day. So I'm not really sure who grabbed it. I don't know if it was Trey or not this time, but yeah. Thanks, guys.